continuing on my path as a portrait photographer, reaching out to models. Um, it's a nerve-wracking thing, right? Because I'm aiming high, guys. I'm reaching out to people who are models who have established portfolios. They've been in magazines, publications. They do fashion week. They do runway, and it's an approach for me. It's a twofold approach. One, I'm continuing to exercise. I wanna continue to get my reps in to figure out what I can do better. I want to figure out what I can discover. I want to figure out what my style is, what I like and what I don't like, right? But also, these these people work with other photographers, and I'm always upfront about my journey. Like, yo, I'm transitioning here. I'm coming from events to portraiture. So if you see something that you think I could do a little better, please let me know, because I would also like to learn from you as the experienced professional in this industry, right? And I reached out to Toba. Toba, yo, this dude, I was very intimidated to reach out, and there's a bunch of people I reached out to that did not respond. I get it, right? You don't feel no way about it. That's a part of being a professional. You probably hear 10 no's before you hear one maybe, right? But he got back to me and he was like, yeah, let's rock. And the thing about Toba immediately opened my eyes to the business part of fashion and editorial. We booked a date and I was like, all right, cool. I'll see you next week, bro. And he messaged me like a day later and he was like, yeah, so what do you want me to wear? Right? It's a very loaded question. This is a very timely question, because I felt the load of that reality when I saw his portfolio, because all my research had shown, okay, editorial and fashion photography is a team sport, right? So you got to have a team. So when these publications, these magazines or these brands, whatever, they reach out, the budgets are crazy because everybody's got to get paid, because it's a lot of people, right? You've got your makeup artist, you've got your hairstylist, you've got your stylist, you've got the model, you've got whatever assistant you got running around, you've got a tech. That's somebody that's just sitting there looking at the photos as you take them on the computer, like, you know what I mean? Like giving you feedback and watching out for things. And I don't have any of that. And I was like, man, how am I gonna do this? And then one of the other pieces of that, you got a creative director. And that's particularly the piece of me that I'm struggling with, because I don't quite have that eye. So when someone says, yo, what's your intention for this shoot? I don't know. Why don't you just come in and raise your arm like this and I hit the shutter? Like, I might as well be saying things like that, right? So when he asked, what is it you want me to wear? Like, he struck a chord that's like, oh man, the jig is up. Forget it. Cancel the shoot. I'm out. He knows I don't know what I'm doing, right? Because I don't know what I want him to shoot. Yo, bro, I love your look. You are someone that I would like to capture for my portfolio. But in him asking that question, it was a very eye-opening question to me. Like, hold up, what do I want for my portfolio? I'm in control of my portfolio, not him. He's the talent. This is my portfolio, right? So this is my conversation in hindsight that I'm having with you. But at the time, I don't know, bro, whatever, just come through. Toba says, all right, cool, I'll reach out to the designer to see what he has. That message stuck with me for like 20 minutes. What is he talking about? What is he talking? Like, I had to rack my brain. What designer? Is this for me? Is he talking to somebody else? Am I missing something here? Whatever. I wouldn't say fake it till you make it, but I'm playing along. All right, cool, thanks, bro, I appreciate it. Man's got back to me like 3 days later. Oh yeah, I got my other designer on board. And there's some jackets and whatchamacallit. I was just like, bro, thank you. And that's when it clicked. He's a fashion model. He's got connections. He's got people he works with. So like, oh, that's what he means. Like I felt so fish out of water, right? Now, what we're looking at right now is one of the pieces he showed up with. I don't know, some crazy thousands of dollar jacket. Like, I never would have imagined I got an opportunity to shoot something like this. And he showed up with a bag full of stuff. Super dope energy. So nice to meet you, bro. Let's get to work. This guy's like 6'6" or something like that. Let's get to work. Let's do it. He dropped these bags of local black high fashion designers down. Everything that he pulled was dope. And he said to me, like, I didn't even look at this stuff. I told the designer I had a shoot and I needed some stuff to wear, and they told me come by and grab whatever. This is how this industry works. As long as you bring it back, as long as you don't destroy it, it's all good. And he happens to be the model, the exact size that they both, he has the look that these two designers sort of create. So it, like, everything fits him like a glove. And I was like, yo, this is nuts. Like I had this experience, this out of body experience of like, whoa. In what world would I've had an opportunity to shoot stuff like this? Like, okay, don't let it derail you. Don't let the imposter syndrome have a seat at this table at this moment. Let's get to work. And we got to work. Like, this jacket was dope. And immediately what you see is something that I couldn't put into words at the time. I was just so elated to be in the experience. He is a seasoned model. He knows what to do. And what's crazy about working with an experienced high fashion model like this, the communication is insane. There's no 3, 2, 1 photo, 3, 2, 1 photo. Okay, you ready? Smile. There's none of that. The shutter communicates to him. So he gets in a pose, he works his way into a stance, a posture, and if I click the button, then he moves on. If I don't click the button, then he continues to adjust. He taught me that. And this is something I'd instinctually knew, not in any instinct like I knew what I'm doing. I fumbled my way into how to communicate by watching a lot of content with fashion photographers. Now I'm doing it. And now that I'm doing it, like, oh, wow, I see how valuable this is. And there were so many shots. And what he was doing with me, because again, I'm always upfront with my models. I'm transitioning, bro. You gotta bear with me. I'm trying something new here. And what he was doing as I cycled through the photos, what you'll see is he gave me a lot of the same shots, a lot of the same poses, and a lot of different looks. And I was so grateful for it because he knew that I didn't know quite exactly all what I want, so he was giving me a lot of variation. But things that went well, yeah, top-notch talent I'm shooting with here. He knows how to model the clothes, and he was giving me great feedback because I would stop and I would adjust the shirt and he would go, you're gonna be great. You're gonna be a great photographer in this industry because you pay attention to details. And that felt great to hear. And at one point I asked him like, yo, if you can tell the shirt was open. And at one point I asked him, yo, do you mind opening the shirt? And he was like, yes. And this particular designer, that's how he prefers his shoots for his shirts, for his clothes in general. He likes a lot of skin. He likes the models to show skin. And he was like, yeah, you see, there you go. And here's that image when he was like, you got it. You're gonna get it. You're gonna get it, right? And then like, let's lean in, skin. And then here's a different outfit, right? And then he knows what he's doing here. So yeah, I think the synergy between us was strong. Thanks to Toba, he knew what the hell he was doing, right? opportunities to do better. Um, I love a lot of the I love the black background. I really love the vibe of it. I love that my lighting was on point enough that we can see the details in the material. However, again, critiquing myself on the 4 light setup, too much. I'm not gonna do 4 light setups unless or until I have a very purposeful reason to. So yeah, you can see a little bit of that edge lighting kicking in, but where I needed it most, it's not, right? My angles are off, and you don't see the separation in his hair. And it's like, well, why even have it? And really what's happening here is this is me. So in the initial positioning where he was standing, uh there was the edge light with the hair. But because we were changing outfits, he was moving back and forth. He got out of position. So some of the lighting didn't hit the way it was supposed to hit. And that was a Ramon thing, right? Talking about lessons to learn. But yeah, I think I'll move away from the 4 light setup and more toward a 1 light with a reflector. Um, I like the backdrop, particularly with this look. It gives that really nice editorial vibe. And again, Toba is just doing, man, he's just killing it here. He's just killing it. And I'm so grateful to have this caliber of talent to shoot with. And then here we go. I love when models are playful. I love when they get it. And now this is the second model that I've worked with that looked around the room for props, for something to grab, for something that can add, that can elevate just a touch. I love this image right here is so editorial for me. Wow, wow, right? He grabbed the camera. There's so much about this. Yeah, I really, this was such a dope experience for me. These are my favorite set from this. I love the simplicity of these photos. Um, Again, props, right? Props. I love the tones here. I love the color theory here. I just wish I'd have shot it with 1 light. I really do. But yeah, the overall takeaway from this session was Toba taught me so much about the industry, and I'm very grateful because he's such a young dude, but he has so much experience in that world. And even down to the marketing piece, the social media piece. He reached out when I delivered the images, he reached out to the 2 designers and he showed them, and he's like, yo, I wanna do a collaborative post on Instagram. Are you guys okay for your account to be tagged with these images? And both designers love these images. And I can't tell you the emotion from multiple angles. Like this dude that I'm working with, he's aware that I'm trying. He sees me, he sees the potential, and he wants to contribute to my journey in such a way that he's willing to speak to someone else about my work, right? And these are designers. These designers are known in the industry and they do dope work. Look at the pieces that we're looking at here. And they like the work. And there is an opportunity on the table that when the new lines arise that I could shoot it, right? And he was like, yeah, they're open to that. We just gotta finalize it and structure it. Whoa. And the takeaway is, there's so much about what we do that's enthralled in the technical piece with the camera and the lighting and the mount. But it's a business, and you got to be aware of all the moving pieces around it. Like when he set up those Instagram posts, first of all, he posted sets of images, like 5 of them, right? And he did it in a creative way. So Instagram now's got this feature where you can collaborate with other people. So all 3 of the accounts, mine, his, and the designers, they were tagged. So all of our collective following sees I think my account's up like 1,200 followers. Also, I lost like 1,200 followers, right? Because I transitioned my Ramon Trotman account, which is my primary account, which would only have street photography. Now it's just like, what is this studio stuff? So it's okay. It's all right. But like, people are seeing, other people are reaching out. Like, I've got a bunch of people that DM me was like, yo, let's work together. Like, whoa, whoa. And this is all off the backs of a great dude that has this great energy, and he is willing to help somebody else out. And it's inspiring because I very much have that energy. I'm always willing to help a hand, to teach, to like, yo, take a look at this. You might find value in this. Or, yeah, let me connect these people. It doesn't always happen to me. But when it does, it's like, oh man, this feels so nice. This feels nice to be able to receive some of what you give. And that was my takeaway from this session. This was a very meaningful session to me. So much so that he had sent some business my way, and I didn't charge the young lady for the session, for the headshots. She wanted like birthday headshots or something. I didn't charge because that was his people. I was like, nah, bro, it's all right. You've done so much for me. You know what I mean? And we have so much more relationship building that we'll do in the future. I'm gonna charge this person a few $100. Like, nah, it's all right. I'm gonna do this off the strength that you help me. Because it's important that you help me and I help you, and we continue to help each other, and we continue to get to where we both want to be. So yeah, portrait photography continues to not only be intimidating to me and in an area where I need to make so many improvements, but it continues to be a soulful experience for me. I'm loving it. Time is the most valuable resource that we have, and I thank you for sharing some of it here with me today. The links in the description, you can find my website, my Instagram, affiliate links to all the equipment I use. Like the video if you like it, subscribe to the channel, plenty more content coming. My name is Ramon, I'm out of here. Peace.